Greetings everyone, I will make this bit batch for you as easy as possible. So now you are going to get this building, okay? This building is called the bit Rarity points. So you click inside, you will see the amount of the bits that you have collected. So far, getting bits is going to be the same way as getting vehicles. It will have their own way, their own summoning methods, and they will come from the bundles. It functions exactly the same way as the vehicles. What does this mean? This means there will be a bit for the infantry, a bit for the rider, and the bit for the hunter. So far, there is only 3 bit types. There is the Beagle Tiger, there is the Sacker Falcon, and the Doberman. Each one of these, you can see clearly the icon in here that represents the type of the bit. For example, this one is going to be for the infantry, as it mentioned in here, and that one, the bird, is going to be for the hunters, and the Doberman is going to be for the riders. I will be explaining to you everything that you basically need to know about the bits. They come so far in 3 tiers. There is the Rarity, the purple one, the blue one, and the orange one, the same way the Tempest came to us. So I would assume it's going to be the same, and they function the same way as the tanks, because you can only equip infantry to infantry bits, you can only equip the hunters bits to the hunter heroes, etc. So you basically need 3 bits for each single marsh you have, the same way that the Tempest did work. The bit index here shows how many bits are there. So far looks like the cat is not there, and the cat is supposed to be there, and there is only 3 types that we are allowed to see, and I will explain to you now about the upgrades, about the stats and everything. That if we take the Sacker Falcon for example, we will see there's an AASS marks. Those indicates the growth rate of the bit attributes. For example, as you can see here, the attack is 1360 and the defense is 1388. They are both similar, almost similar in the growth rate, but obviously even though the attack is little higher, it still would give you more growth rate. Now you have 2 buttons in here. One is upgrade and one is there. By the way, when it comes to the hunter bits, you need to be focusing on the attack and the agility. For some reason they are naming here agility. It has nothing to do with the speed. It basically, like the lethality or the damage, it affects the hunter's lethality and damage. So once you click at upgrade here, you will see the following. Look at the growth. So this adds more growth, and it requires something called cookies. Those cookies are going to increase the bit level just the same way as the vehicles. When you had like an XP thing, it's going to increase your military attribute for the bit itself, and obviously the more you go up, the more it's going to cost you. Now there is something else which is interesting called rising tier. You have 2 skills for each single bit. When you click at rise tier, you guys do remember the star system that existed in the vehicles, right? You have here something called a genetic capsules, and if you want to upgrade the bird, it has to have the same icon. So you can upgrade the birds only with the bird genetic capsules. How to obtain those? So far I have only known one thing, which is release. You have to release the same type of bit in order for you to get the same genetic capsules. Maybe there will be a different way. And so far, releasing any tier basically, whether it is purple or blue or epic, will give you 1 genetic capsules. Maybe this will change once it becomes online.
In a world where empires rise and fall, and only the strongest survive, the call to battle is upon us. Lead your armies, forge powerful alliances, and dominate your enemies. Evony, the King's Return. Introducing an amazing offer on Amazon App Store. From August 6th to September 3rd, get 10% off plus 20% cash back on all purchases made in Evony, but only in the US. Here's how it works. Step 1. If you don't have the Amazon App Store, download it now. Scan the QR code or check the link below. Step 2. Buy Amazon coins. Head over to the Evony landing page where you can get between 5% and 10% off, depending on the pack you choose. For example, If you buy 50,000 Amazon coins, which normally costs $500, you'll only pay $450 with the discount. Step 3. When you use the Amazon App Store version of Evany, you'll get 20% back on all in-game purchases, exclusive to US players. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Play now on the Amazon App Store.
So here, you will release it, and this is going to be refunded, one only item. And there is an option of resetting. Obviously, if you have invested on a bit, you can reset by clicking at the injections. Injections is going to be a different currency, and it's going to reset everything else. I am not sure if it's the same. For the reason we can try here, since we have upgraded the level in this bit into level 7, we can click at manage, and then as you can see, if I reset, I'm going to get back my cookies. If I release, I will get back my cookies and the genetic capsules too. So let's go ahead here and upgrade the tier. So you can see every single time you upgrade the tier itself, it's going to give you stats, but once you ascend into the next level, it's going to upgrade the skill itself. So here, let's see, every single time I upgrade, nothing happens to the skill, but once I reach the ascension, it's going to upgrade either the damage of the skill, first skill, or it's going to upgrade the second effect for this bird, which is here, reducing, ignoring, I think it has here. It has here. After the Sacred Falcon, so basically it is going to increase the second skill one time, and it's going to increase the first skill one time, etc. So one skill here, which is going to affect your army, and one skill here is related to the bit itself. So this is Shadow Dive, which is going to be related to the bit itself, and the second skill is the effect that is going to be applied to you, to your army. Here it says friendly hunters ignores additional 5% damage, and if you upgrade it again, the first one is going to increase the Shadow Dive, then the next ascension is going to upgrade the second skill, which is related to the army. Here I'm going to ascend again. As you can see, the defense ignoring bonus went from 5% into the 7%. Here that's a 5%. Now if I upgrade it again, it's going to be 7% extra. So basically that's basically all there is. The more you upgrade it, the more. I have no idea how much this goes into, but clearly it's going to be something like the Tempest. One good thing though is that it has no RNG, not big of an RNG. The only RNG here which I can see is the growth attribute of the bit itself. So if it was a hunter, you need to focus on the attack and the agility. What do I mean by focus? Means try to find a bit which has high attack or S rate attack and S rate agility, as it doesn't really impact much. I don't think it says here health potential determines the health bonus. I'm not sure if the bit itself will have a health or not. I have no idea. Now there is a useless option here, an extra feature which I have no fucking idea what it does. If you feed your bit, you can bit it daily to increase the friendship with him. I have no fucking idea why, but when I looked at those just were fucking garbage. Like 50 bio caps, fucking tinky supply, and then oh my god, that is so fucking orgasmic. Epic skill box, and oh my god, is that the shawarma sandwich? I have no fucking idea what is the point of these. Maybe it has a different use. I have no idea. Maybe it's going to have a different. Let me stay positive for this one. But yeah, as you can see, I got garbage from upgrading the friendship. And obviously, if it's a bird, you need the fish, and if it's a cat, you need the milk, and if it's a dog, you need the meat. Here, each one of them has a different way of upgrading. Yeah, it needs bones, sorry, not meat. Maybe the tiger needs meat. Yeah, the tiger here needs meat. So for upgrading the falcon, you focus on the attack and the agility. Same goes for the Doberman, since that's a rider. But for the Beagle Tiger, you will most likely be focusing more on the defense and health. That's basically it for now. If there is any upgrades, guys, I will always be upgrading you as soon as possible. I hope my video was clear enough to you. Please, if you like my content, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.
In a city full of chaos and a tangled web of streets lives a furry feline king, the coolest cat you'll ever meet. He's got muscles like a lion, a strut that's straight up mean, with a swagger and a purr that makes the ladies scream. He's Catzilla, the beast of the block. When he rolls up, the whole place rocks. He's got that charm, yeah, he's got that flair. Every girl in town's got their eyes on his hair.